The Red Green returned to practice today. That is the Sounders after their 4-1 loss to the Portland Timbers. And as you can expect, after watching the film, it was a heated, spirited, up-tempo practice. So you could see there was some urgency. And after watching the film, Brian Smetzer and the team addressed, as he talked about, you'll see that. And also Alex Rodan, some of the defensive lapses and kind of, you know what, hey, also, yeah, we played bad, but there were some good points there. We're still mad, and we got to move on. Here is the video from Brian Smetzer's post-practice press conference, as well as some clips from Alex Rodan, and, of course, some
I thought for the majority of the game we played better. We had more opportunities, but one thing that we discussed is these rivalry games, these games with Portland. They're lost and won in moments. But I think they just had a few good moments that they capitalized on, and we weren't sharp enough defensively. And looking at that, we need to move forward and correct those things. But yeah, it's not an easy way to finish that game.
Brian said after the game that in the locker room, he said that it didn't feel like a rivalry. Did you get that same kind of feeling there after the game?
I mean, we're all competitive people. We try to not play the occasion and just play the game. But he had some truth to it. Like, these rivalry games, we need to show up, and sometimes they got to be gritty games. We were up 1-0. In that sense, we needed to close out the game. Maybe it comes down to a more physical game at that point, where we just need to show that we're not going to let up. But yeah, it's not the way that we wanted to finish that game.
As the game went on and they scored the second goal, was there you guys between the back line and the midfield, did that get stretched?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that there was, once they scored that first goal, they grew in confidence and they were able to press a little bit more. With Leo being out of the field, we lost a little bit stretching them, so that just gave them a little bit more confidence, being able to throw numbers forward and kind of wait for that counterattack. But those are the things that we need to look in the film and hopefully correct those things. And like I said, those are all correctable things that we can do moving forward.
Does possession help in that situation? Maybe possessing the ball a little bit longer?
Certainly, yeah. I mean, we sometimes you can close out games by just not letting them get the ball, and I think we didn't do a good job. I think either the second or third goal came off of a turnover midfield, and then they're countering right away. So keeping the ball would have definitely closed out the game, and that's something that we look back at and we should have done better.
Leo actually played well. I actually thought he was very good. Maybe my old pragmatic self would have said, hey, leave the kid on. Javi's been a good player for this club for many years. Maybe we shut it down at 80 with Javi, play 5 at the back. Maybe that was a better decision. Was I confident in the way the team was performing? Did I think we had control of the game? Absolutely. Absolutely. So there was a lot of reflection done by myself and the coaching staff as to what the message was last week. And I'm not so sure we faulted on the message. I just felt we faulted on some execution of myself, the players on the field. How would we grade our team? How would we grade the team? And I would say, pretty good. And so how do you balance what you feel and hear about losing a game to your arch rival in that fashion and understanding that you have a really good team? And that's kind of where we're at, where I'm at anyway, and that's the message I'm trying to give to the team. Be pissed off, but understand we're a good team.
Alex sort of alluded to the idea that not that it's necessary to have a result like that, but it is a good reminder that you can't be complacent with anything. Like, that this is a team that still needs to work for everything they get.
Totally agree, and I think that I'll come back to my own reflection. the game was going such in our favor that I thought we could again bring Hebert on, just get another attacker on, let's try and go for a second goal. Whereas maybe we should have knocked it down. Maybe we should have said, you know what, 1-0, let's just see this one out. So I'll reflect on that when next time we're playing away from home, and I want to make that sub.
So you do kind of look at that Leo sub as the momentum change?
No, because if you look at the play right before they scored the first goal, I mean, Hebert comes on, we get possession of the ball, we're in their part of the field. I don't think it was just Leo. I think Leo had a good game. I would say that. But I don't think it was Hebert's sub that changed the game. What happened was the guy scored an unbelievable goal, gave them life. We go back down the field again, have some opportunities, half opportunities, or possession up there. We make one mistake. We've been very good this year, Jada, defensively, very good. But that second goal wasn't very good. No, wasn't very good.
Brian, on that, was that the defense not being good just a mental thing for you?
Sure.
And you can talk to the...
Sure. Well, it's mental, but it played into they're a transition team. They cede possession. You saw the possession stats. We outpossessed them. That's how Portland is. So we fall asleep 1 second, and they make us pay.
Were there some concern for you, or did you address that, the floodgates opened, that, they get ahead, they keep scoring, anything about, hey,
that's an emotional punch to the jaw, those 4 goals. But I would say that, again, is uncharacteristic of this group and this team. And at some point, I'm going to credit the Timbers. But, they smacked us in the jaw, for sure.
30 seconds! Let the lead, Yellow! Let the lead! It's a hook! It's a hook!
There you had it. Some B-roll. You heard from Alex Rodin and Brian Smetzer. And really, this is one of those that they're moving on. They got to pay. They got Minnesota, and that's the big game that they're focusing on. But lessons learned are definitely taking those forward. And in the back of their pocket will be kind of this thing that, hey, when we see Portland again, we'll try to have something for them. So from the Starfire Seattle Sounders post-practice report and CascadiaSports.net, I'm Osvita Mara.